The California Republican congressman himself calling for an end to certain defense cuts. Howard Buck McKeon is joining me now on the phone. So, Congressman, you're saying just not the defense stuff, but you could see how people would interpret this as everyone has their treasured stuff they don't want touched.
I think there's been a misstatement there, Neil. I have never said that we shouldn't cut defense. What I have said is the cuts are excessive. Now, if we go back to the whole budget and look at it as a pie chart, defense accounts for 20% of the spending. But we have taken 50% of the cuts so far out of defense. The Deficit Reduction Act that we passed that cut almost $1 trillion, half of that, $487 billion that we're going through in the budget process right now was taken out of defense. On top of that, the sequestration that kicks in January adds another $500-600 billion out of defense. So what we're looking at is going forward 10 years is $100 billion a year cut out of defense. I'm just saying, a senior military advisor told me a couple of weeks ago in the Pentagon that in his 37 years in the military, he'd never seen a time more dangerous than right now.
But sir, do I understand it's $100 billion over 10 years? So
No, $100 billion per year over 10 years.
So wait a minute, if it's a $600 or so billion budget now, $100 billion, according to what the president wants to do, would be cut each and every year for that. That's over $1 trillion.
It's $1 trillion.
Okay. So you're saying that's going too far. But you probably heard the president bashing Paul Ryan's budget. What he wants to do on entitlements is going too far. Without taking sides on any of these various approaches, sir, is it fair to say we're just not making progress, period?
No, I think we've made a lot of progress. The $487 billion out of defense is moving forward. That's happening. It's very little difference between the president's budget and Paul Ryan's budget in that regard. He does better for defense, and he makes an attempt at addressing the sequestration. So I applaud his efforts. We have had since World War II a Navy that has kept our sea lanes open. 95% of our commerce travels on the sea. And if you cut off one of the 7 choke points around the world, it would have instant impact on our economy. Gas prices would probably double if you cut off the Straits of Hormuz. And it's just kind of taken for granted that our Navy does that. Well, these cuts will leave our Navy smaller than at any time since World War I. It will leave our Air Force smaller at any time since we started the Air Force. So I'm just saying, look, if we can't find savings out of a budget of $550-600 billion, shame on us. I know we can do that, and we are doing that. That's the $50 billion a year cuts that we're working on the budget right now.
Right.
Is a pretty big cut. But if you think that we can solve all of it on the backs of the military, it's just not there.
Okay. Congressman, thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. It's good having you on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, now.